otherwise, if it says that their life has absolutely no purpose?
Atheism logically leads right to nihilism, and it's impossible to live that out. Why? Because if there is no purpose to life, if life is absurd, then Albert Camus, the great French atheistic philosopher, was correct when he said, the only question you have to answer is, why not commit suicide? Why keep sucking wind? Why keep living? Why? And Camus' point was, if you really believe that life is absurd, you've got to seriously contemplate suicide. He's right. I mean, why continue to work? Why continue to make the effort if your life is a joke? If it's ultimately meaningless and absurd? So you see, my point is, if I said, I'm a follower of Christ, and this woman said, fine, Cliff, but you can't live out what Jesus taught, then I have a real problem. I say I believe something, but I can't live it out. And I better go back and re-examine my faith in Christ. Well, the same thing is true for the atheist and the nihilist. If you say there is no God, life is absurd, there is no purpose to life, then why are you living your life as if there is purpose? Why are you creating your own purpose in life? You told me you believe there is no purpose. Well, if there is no purpose, live it out. You can't. You're always attaching value, significance, meaning to your life. Wow, I wonder why you're doing that. Is it not more probable the reason you do that is because you were made for a purpose? To love God and to love others, to work, to get a good education, to develop your mind so you can do a better job, to be creative, and to make this world more like heaven will be. Huh, how about that? Jesus makes more sense than atheism does. What do you think, Stuart?
Well, if you're a nihilist, why in the world would you live for something like virtues? Why would you be a compassionate, loving person? Martin Luther King Jr. talked about how intelligence is great, but intelligence without character is nothing. You have to have both intelligence and character. Well, where do we get the basis for character? Judeo-Christian values that were planted here in this country by the missionaries who started all the Ivy League schools. I don't know if Christians started this school, but every single Ivy League, Harvard, Yale, Dartmouth, were all started for the sake of Christian missionaries who planted in the character that Martin Luther King Jr. is talking about.